Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Patience. In today's video we'll be making this beautiful cut together sleeve v-neck shirred waist jumpsuit. Before we get started, kindly click the subscribe button. If you have done that, let's get into it. I'll be using this crepe fabric for this tutorial. It is 3.5 yards and I'll be drafting the upper part of the jumpsuit on this pattern paper. I've gone ahead to mark my shoulder line. On the shoulder line, I'll be marking 20 inches for the cut together sleeve. I'll be adding a band of 2 inches on the hem of the sleeve. So I'll come down by 1 inch this way. For the neck width, I'll be using 3.5 inches. And then I'll slant the shoulder this way. From this 1 inch, I'll mark half of my armhole measurement, which is 8 inches. I'll be adding 1 inch for sewing allowance, that's 9 inches. To get a straight line, I'll mark from the shoulder, that is 10 inches. After doing that, I'll mark my shoulder to waist, which is 17 inches. So because it's a jumpsuit, I'll be adding half inch, that is 17.5 inches, and I'll also be adding half inch for sewing allowance to join to the lower part of the jumpsuit, that is 18 inches. So I'll be cutting out a band on this jumpsuit. To do that, I'll mark my shoulder to underbust measurement. So I want the band to be 3 inches. So I'll be adding half inch to my shoulder to underbust, that's 14.5 inches, because I want the band to be 3 inches, as you can see. So I'll go ahead and extend the line. This is the underbust line. So this is the shoulder line, chest line, underbust line, and the waist line. I'll bring down this 20 inches measurement to the chest line and I'll connect it this way to the 1 inch. On the underbust line and the waist line, I'll be using my hip circumference because I am going to make gathers with my elastic thread. So this is going to be the band. This is 3.5 inches. So remember I added half inch for sewing allowance. So the band is going to be 3 inches. On the underbust line and the waist line, I'll be using my hip circumference plus 1 inch. So I'm doing that because I am going to be using my elastic thread to gather it. It is going to give the waist its shape. So my quarter of my hip circumference is 11 inches. I'll be adding extra 1 inch, that is 12, and 1 inch for side seam, that is 13. So I'm marking that on my waist and the underbust. I'll connect it this way. So remember I used 13 inches on the waist. On the lower part of this jumpsuit, I'm also going to be using the same 13 inches on the waist. Starting from about 2 inches, I'll make a curve to the 13 inches this way. Remember I used 3.5 inches for the neck width. Now for the neck depth, I'll be using 1.5 inches for the back neck depth. And for the front neck depth, it's supposed to be from the shoulder to the underbust line. So it is supposed to be cut out this way. You connect the neck depth to the underbust line this way. That way you have 2 pieces for the front piece, but I don't want the neck to be too deep. So I'll be using 13 inches for my neck depth. So from the shoulder, I'll mark 13 inches. That is to say, from the underbust, I came up by 1.5 inches. So I'll go ahead and connect it this way. And I'll cut it out, cutting out the back neckline. And I'll add half inch on the shoulder for sewing allowance. Like I said, this is going to be the band, so I'll cut it out. I'll be cutting out the back piece on my fabric this way, adding half inch here and also on the band to join it back. And I'll also be adding extra 1 inch on the back piece because of the pant. You understand that later. So I'll go ahead and cut this out on my fabric. After doing that, I'll cut out the front neckline. Like I said, if you're cutting the front piece from the shoulder down to the underbust, you cut out 2 pieces for the front piece. But since I came up by 1.5 inches, I'll be cutting it on fold So this 1.5 inches part is going to be unfold. That is it for the upper part of the jumpsuit. Now for the lower part, I've gone ahead to mark my waistline. From the waistline, I'll mark my crotch depth, which is 12 inches. On an average, the crotch depth is 12 inches. Since it's a jumpsuit, I'll be adding extra 1 inch, that is 13 inches. I'll go ahead and extend the line. After doing that, I'll mark the length of the lower part, which is going to be 43 inches. So I'll be marking 45 inches plus 2 inches for hemming allowance. I'll go ahead and extend the line. After doing that, on the hemline here, I will go in by 1 inch like I always do, and on the crotch line, I'll go in by ½ inch and connect it to the 1 inch this way. This is the ½ inch on the crotch line. Now on the waistline, I'll go in by 1.5 inches and I'll make a curve from the 1.5 inches to the ½ inch this way. I'll be taking my measurements from this line that I just marked. To know the amount of fabric to fold on this lower part, add about 5 inches on half of your round tie measurement. My round tie measurement is 30 inches, half of my round tie measurement is 15 inches. So I added extra 5 inches, that is 20 inches. As you can see, this is 20 inches. Like I said, I'll be taking my measurements from this line that I just marked. Now from the waist here, from this 1.5 inches, I'll be marking my hip circumference like I did on the upper part of the dress. Remember, I used 13 inches. So I'll be adding extra ½ inch to join the crotch, that is 13.5 inches. In order to get a straight line to the crotch depth, I'll mark what I have here, that is the 13 inches to the folded edge of the fabric. What I have is 15 inches. I'll mark the same 15 inches on the crotch line in order to get a straight line. So I'll connect it this way. So because I used my hip circumference on the waistline plus 1 inch, I cannot mark half of my round tie measurement anymore on the crotch line. So what I'm going to do is I will divide my hip circumference by 4, that is 11 inches, and I'm also going to divide the 11 inches by 4, that is 2.75 inches. So to get the crotch curve, just divide your hip circumference by 4 and whatever you have, divide it by 4 again. Now I'll go up by 2 inches and curve it this way. And on the hem, now if you want a wide leg jumpsuit, you can go ahead and mark the same measurement you have on the crotch line down to the hem. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll be taking out, this is 17 inches, I'll be taking out 3 inches, that is 14 inches. So I'll be marking 14 inches on the hem and I'll connect it to the crotch line this way. That is it for the front piece. I'll cut out this part for now. So I'll be cutting the other part together with the back piece. As you can see, I added ½ inch on the upper part for joining allowance. I'll cut this out together with the back piece. I've gone ahead to fold another fabric for the back piece. I added extra 2 inches on the 20 inches, that's 22 inches. I'll place the front piece and align the side seams this way. And on the crotch line here, I'll go up by 1 inch. And I'll make a slant line from the waist past the 1 inch. So the back piece is longer and wider than, the back piece will be longer and wider than the front piece. I'll go ahead and pin it down to keep it in place. And I'll extend the crotch line. So remember I marked 13.5 inches here on the waist. So on this new line on the back piece, I am going to add extra 1 inch. So I'm marking 14.5 inches here. Okay, and I'll connect it to the crotch line this way. On the crotch line here, I'll mark 2 inches, so you can use 2 inches or 2.5 inches, and I'll make a curve this way, just like I did on the front piece. And on the hem, I am going to mark 1 inch and connect it this way. That is it for the back piece. I'll cut it out. As you can see, the back is a bit longer and wider than the front because of the butt. Now I'll cut out the side, cutting out both the front and the back pieces. So I have 2 pieces for the front and 2 pieces for the back. I'll take out my pins. So these are the back pieces. I'll keep it aside, and these are the front pieces. Back to the upper part of the jumpsuit, I've gone ahead to cut it out on my fabric. I cut this part on fold, like I said, and I added 1/2 inch for joining allowance, as you can see. This is what it looks like. Using my elastic thread, I'll be making gathers on the band, so it's going to give the waist its shape. I'll also be making gathers on the shoulder area. I've gone ahead to cut out facing for the neckline. I am going to sew on 1/4 inch, turn it over to the wrong side, and use my hemming gum to secure it. On the lower part of the front piece, I'll go ahead and use 1/2 inch to join the crotch, like I said. I've gone ahead to cut out the back piece on my fabric. So this is the neckline, and like I said, I added extra 1 inch on the back piece of the pant, remember? So this is the extra 1 inch. I've added it on the fabric. Remember, the back piece is bigger than the front piece. So this is what it looks like. For the opening on the back piece, on the midpoint, I'll go in by 1/4 inch, and I'll mark about 5 inches and make a curve this way and cut it out. This is for the opening on the back piece. I'll use a bias tape to finish up the opening and the neckline. This is the lower part of the back piece. As you can see, they are aligned. So this is the 1/2 inch that I'll be using to join the crotch area. So the waist is going to align with the band, as you can see. I'll sew on 1/2 inch on the crotch. So this is the upper part of the back piece. I've used a bias tape to finish the opening and the neckline. So I made a buttonhole, and when I was making the top stitch, I joined the buttonhole. So this is how it came out. Also on the front piece, I sewed on 1/4 inch, like I said, and turn it over and use my hemming gum to keep it in place. So this is how it came out. So on the shoulder, I'll be making little gathers, starting from about 4 to 5 inches. I'll make little gathers to the neck, and I'll do the same thing on the back piece. So this is the lower part of the front piece. I've joined the crotch, and also on the back piece I've joined the crotch. So on the band, remember my band is supposed to be 3 inches, so this is the 1/2 inch for joining the upper part and 1/2 inch for the lower part. So from the 1/2 inch, I marked 1 centimeter to 7 centimeter for my guidelines. So I'll be using my elastic thread to sew on these guidelines, okay? And I marked these lines on the right side of the fabric. I've done the same thing on the front, so make sure to differentiate the front and the back waistband, because the back is longer than the front. So I've made my gathers on the shoulder, as you can see on the front piece, and I've also done the same thing on the back piece. Just make sure the gathers are even and they are of the same length. That's the front and the back piece. So using my elastic thread, I have used my hand to wind on the bobbin, as you can see. So make sure you are not stretching the thread when you are doing this. You can also tighten the tension on the bobbin case. I am going to start sewing on my guidelines, starting from 1 inch on the side seam. So this is what it looks like after I was done. As you can see, I've done the same thing on the other band, and I've also pressed it down to keep it in place. So this is what it looks like. Now I am going to be attaching it to the upper part and the lower part of the jumpsuit. So this is the upper part and the lower part of the back piece. As you can see, they are aligned. I am going to notch the midpoint of the band, okay, and I'll align it to the midpoint of the upper part of the jumpsuit this way. So I'm going to be extending it to the side seam, and I'll sew by 1/2 inch. I'll do the same thing on the other side. So as I'm sewing, I am stretching the band to fit in. I've done that, and this is how it came out. As you can see, it is going to give the waist its shape. This is what it looks like on the wrong side. And I've done the same thing on the front piece, and this is what it looks like. Now I'll be joining the lower part of the jumpsuit. I am going to place the right sides this way, aligning the midpoint. I'll pin it down, and I'll join by 1/2 inch, extending the band to fit in. I've done that. As you can see, I ensure that the midpoints are aligned. So this is about 13 inches plus side seam. So when I join the side seam, I'll be left with 11 inches. So this is going to snatch the waist. Now I'll be joining the front and the back pieces. So I'm going to place the right sides together this way, aligning the shoulder and also by 1/2 inch. After doing that, I'll sew on 1 inch for the side seam. I'll ensure these parts, the band parts, are aligned. After doing that, I'll join the crotch by 1/2 inch, and I'll hem. I've done that. I've joined the shoulder, as you can see. So on the shoulder, I reduced the gathers, okay, because the fabric I'm using is too thick, and I added a band of 2.5 inches. Okay, I cut out 3 inches band on fold, and joined the edges and sew it around the sleeve. I've also joined the crotch by 1/2 inch, like I said, and I've also hemmed. This is how beautiful it came out. So we have come to the end of this tutorial. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Kindly give this video a thumbs up if this was helpful, and click on the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.